morning. Sheila, good morning to you. Freddie, morning. Not sure if that's a wave or not. Yeah, definitely like an onion. It is. There's no wind though, but it is about 3 or 4 degrees. So I am wrapped up well. So Ryanair in from Birmingham. And then we've got Ryanair in from Brussels. That's coming from the APU. I presume it's just vapor and not smoke. Yes, hope you all have a great new year. This is our final stream of 2025. Sorry, I'm trying to send a text message here. It takes me a couple of minutes to get into the swing of things. Len, morning to you. Sean, morning. Welcome to a rather cold Dublin Airport. Next up is the 320 from Lufthansa. Same to you, Len. Coming in from Munich. This pillar feels like it's got smaller for some reason. Let me see if I can alter it a little bit. Might be a bit better. A little bit more room for me to maneuver. So, should be a busy day here at Dublin Airport. I should be with you till about 1 PM or so, and then Paul from Dubjet Aviation shall be taking over. So you're stuck with me for the next couple of hours. Thank God there's no wind, because if there was, would feel definitely a lot more colder than it is. Yeah, Paul's due on at 1 o'clock. So 320 Lufthansa in from Munich. I think I can see an ATR off in the distance. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. John Coffey, morning sir. Next up from Glasgow, ATR 72-600 EIHDH. Now there's a tree for there, not sure if the camera's going to pick it up. Possibly not. Same to you, John. Look at that. Looks like the gods. Oh. So I started a little bit earlier than anticipated. Got here. Very little traffic on the road this morning, so got here in just under 30 minutes. Jilly, morning to you. Spoiling you, yes. Alpha Wolf. Morning. Next in, XLR from Nashville. And as Len says, after this, Ryanair in from London. So it's nice and quiet here so far this morning. I did go over to the mound because I wanted to be that side so the sun, if it does come out, doesn't affect the picture quality, but there's too many people there. So I just come over here. So again, hope you all enjoy tonight for your New Year's Eve celebrations. I shan't be doing anything myself. I haven't gone out on New Year's Eve in, well, don't know how long. It shows I'm getting old. I don't like all the noise and the sitting in someone's armpit in a pub because it's that busy. Nah. So again, this is our Airbus A320 XLR in from Nashville in the US. Not sure if we're getting waves because I'm just on the little screen on the back of the camera. Ryanair from London. I'll try not to land. Can't promise anything though. A lot of smoke on that landing from Ryanair. Well, I am old, Jilly. Which, no, I just couldn't be doing with it now and then trying to get taxis home and everything, and everybody being sloppy hugging and kissing you that you don't want to get hugged and kissed from. I'll pass. I'd sooner sit in the living room with the fire on, a few drinks, nice bit of cheese, and watch a movie. And member for 8 months. And thanks a million for your support. A lot of people have been very supportive. 2025, let's hope 2026 continues. Amateur night. Yeah, I think New Year's Eve is more for the younger crowd now. Again, Anne, thank you so much. Really does mean a lot to me. Brian, morning to you. And happy birthday. I do believe it's your birthday today. Another ATR, looking a bit wobbly. I'm not sure what you said, Brian, it was the 30th or the 31st. We'll give you a happy birthday anyway. So, wouldn't imagine this is going to get down to us. So, Next up, our first heavy of the stream, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner coming in from Philadelphia, courtesy of American Airlines. If the camera decides to focus, come on. So again, guys, here with you until about 1ish, and then Dubjet Aviation shall take over. So sit back and relax for the next couple of hours. So again, this is our Dreamliner from Philadelphia, American Airlines. The unmistakable wing flex of the Dreamliner. So we can see all the aircraft stacked up way out in the distance. So Kiarka, morning buddy. I'm not sure what it is here. If you hit exclamation mark weather, Kiarka, it'll put the weather up on the screen. I'd say it's about 4 or 5 degrees, I would imagine, or something like that. Next Ryanair in from Pisa. Thanks, Len. So in yesterday's stream, every Ryanair was absolutely buttering the landings with literally no smoke on touchdown. Same can't be said today. Back to their quintessential slamming on the ground. Quintessential is actually the wrong phrase there. So after this Ryanair, we have another one in from Paris. 737-800 series. Must say, I do love using this camera as opposed to my old camera. All the new Sony cameras now have AI autofocus. So you pick the subject you want. I have picked an airplane, and as soon as the airplane comes into the screen, a little box latches onto it and holds focus majority of the time. Kerka, I had my 3 goldfinch this morning out the back of the garden. A family of 5 goldfinch live 2 doors up in a tree. And there was a couple of buzzards as I was driving down by the airport road here, just sitting in the trees. Next up, Max 8 coming in from Reykjavik of Iceland Air. Yeah, this camera here was 2.5 grand, and then the lens was just over another grand. Then you've your microphones, which are a couple of £100, and your modems, power banks, then the encoder's another £200. So yeah, it does add up. Hence membership money and all that other sort of stuff goes back into the channels to try and keep the gear up to date. But I do enjoy it. It's hard to believe a year's gone by that quick. I think I've done over 100 streams this year, or maybe close to it. Gareth, thanks a million. Welcome along to the members club. Full use of the emojis. Absolutely awesome support. So Aer Lingus next, and then where's Aer Lingus coming from? It's coming from Amsterdam. Now, don't get me wrong, you don't have to spend a huge amount of money. There is cameras you can get that are less expensive. I do photography as well, so that's why I chose this camera. It's equally as good at video as it is photography. Garrett, appreciate it, buddy. Work away, Len, you're fine. Danny's in Tenerife, you lucky divil. What I would give to be in Tenerife now. Anyway, Danny, good to have you along. I'd love to know what the forecast is in Tenerife. Well, I guarantee you Tenerife's way warmer than it is here. But again, there's no wind, so it's not too bad. It's when the wind is blown that yeah, you're going to pay that, Anne. It depends what you want it for. If I would recommend a Sony EV10. Again, that's a good hybrid camera, good at video, good at photography. But when you buy camera bodies like that, then you have to start buying the lenses, and one of the lenses I had on my last camera was $3,000, and you can pay anything up to 28 grand for a lens. So, but any of the Sony cameras you really cannot go wrong with. Just go onto YouTube, Anne, and Google the best entry-level Sony camera, and it'll give you, there's so many types now. Oh, look who it is. Dub Crow. Just sitting there all happy out. So there's our United. Dub Crow makes an appearance. Next up, an Embraer E190, not a Wookiee, coming in from City Airport in London. I wonder what they're going to change them to Kerker, because most of the United 7.5 and 7.67s are 20 plus years old, some of them even more. So I presume they will go out of service and enter service as cargo planes. But as we have spoken before, it's nothing to do with the age of the aircraft, it's the pressurization cycles what determines whether it has to stop flying passengers. So this is our Embraer 190 coming in from London City. Oof. Yeah, huge amount of buzzards here in around the airport where I live, and then about maybe 20 miles southern down in Avoca, it's full of red-tailed kites. Unbelievable sight. You'll see them like in their 10s and 20s just soaring in a valley. I've been down and took pictures before. It's hard to know, Kerker, what, do you know what I mean? If they'll switch from Boeing and go to Airbus. I know a lot of airlines are, their loyalty lies with Boeing. Well, then again, if operation costs are cheaper, I'm sure their loyalty will change pretty quick. Yeah, Julie, you don't have to go mirrorless. You can go with some of the older DSLR cameras, which are equally as good, a little bit bigger and heavier, but I started out with a Canon DSLR, and it served me very well for many years. Really depends what you want to use the camera for, to be honest. If it's just photographs, DSLR is absolutely perfect. Wouldn't recommend taking video with them, but just for pictures, absolutely cannot fault them. You can get one of the old Canon D5 Mark 1, 2, 3, 4. They were professional cameras. You can pick them up now on MBD for as little as a couple of £100. And the picture quality for photographs is absolutely brilliant. As I said, they were professional cameras at the time. A lot of people still use them. Yeah, for just photographs, you can get the Nikon D840, I think, which when it first came out was, I think, 7,000. And you can pick that one up now for a couple of £100 as well, maybe £500. And they were what all the pros used. Now the video capability is absolute shite, but if you're just using them for photographs, no one's gonna know. Thanks, Len. Transavia in from Paris next. .55 to 200mm, yeah. Good choice, good all-round lens. Just remember, if it's a crop sensor, you have to multiply that by 1.5. Whereas if it's a full-frame lens, you'll actually get the 55 to 200. Whereas if it's cropped, you have to multiply it by 1.5 because of the crop factor. Now, Transavia are usually really good for the cockpit crew giving us a wave. No bother, Freddy. If I don't see you, have a good New Year, mate. Should have brought my flask. Brought my flask with me yesterday. Forgot it again today. Not that I forgot, I just decided not to bring it. Rookie mistake. So quiet here today, it's great. Very little traffic. Well, it doesn't look like Transavia is going to get down to us, so we're not going to be getting a wave. Nice, simple livery. I do like the green. Although, I think the nicest green on an aircraft is Baltic Air. So, can you just see that ATR that Len said off in the distance? Oof, the hands are getting a bit chilly now. So again, lads and lassies, Dubjet Aviation due on after me around 1 o'clock. To continue the aviation action. There's our little ATR 72-600. Yeah, I agree, Jilly. Some of them plainer liveries. Yeah, guys, as well, I know a lot of people think, the like button does nothing. It actually, that like button, the more likes you get, YouTube's algorithm picks it up and pushes the content out to more people. So it really does help the channel, believe it or not. And subscribing always helps. So Sierra 4 by the looks of it for this ATR, unless it comes down to us. I don't think it will, but it might. ATC could have told them to. No. Ooh, nice, Brian. Have to check that out. Oh, my hands are so cold, it's hard to touch the screen. So, Asian Corporate Aviation Management, Airbus 319. $15 years old. So that's just coming over, be travelling over Howth now, past Howth in a few minutes. I can see it way off there in the distance. Doubt if the camera's going to pick it up. Yeah, Len, it's on the plans for 2026 streaming. I think Ireland is one of the few countries that you can listen to ATC. As far as I know, in other countries you can't. It's forbidden. I could be wrong. I'm sure Brian might know better. Not sure why that would be the case, but it's like in Dubai, you're not allowed live stream from the airport. It's illegal. As I went over 1 year, I was going to do it. I was told if you're caught, your gear will be confiscated and you're likely to end up in jail, so we don't want that. Don't want to lose my gear or end up in jail for that matter. Yeah, I don't think it's allowed in the States either, Brian. Any of the American channels I've watched, you never hear ATC in the background. I must Google to see why that is. Hands are in the pockets, Jilly, so... Oh, it is allowed in the States. To be honest with you, I don't follow a lot of American streamers. Generally, it's the time difference, but I've yet to find one that floats my boat. Horace Box I do watch occasionally. He's a very funny guy. Come on, camera. You can do it. There's the box around it now. It should lock on. You could probably listen to it, Sheila, but it's if you're recording it or broadcasting it, I wonder might be the issue. O'Hare in Chicago streams. I've never seen that one. LiveJet 24. No, I haven't heard of them. The only ones I know from Manchester are Drones and Planes. Rob and Thierry from Flight. Airlines Live, I think, is another one. The only good thing about them American streams are the variety of aircraft. Awesome to see all the 747s and some of the old DC-10 cargo planes. I think there's a couple of tri-jets as well. Didn't hear, Kierke. So this is our Asian corporate jet. First for me, seeing this aircraft. Pretty livery though, wow. Looks amazing. Now, the only bad thing about this camera is you cannot take a picture while you're in video mode. That is class. And we got the wave. Wow, that is absolutely one of the coolest liveries I've seen. ATR from Edinburgh next, thank you, Len. I think we got the wave, I'm not 100% sure. As I said, the screen on the back of the camera is quite small and the quality is, the quality is great, but it's just that it doesn't get very bright, so it's hard to see. I think wave is confirmed. Oh my God, it's nippy. How was that? T7 boss. Absolutely brilliant. So the reg said T7 boss. So ATR way off in the distance. And after the ATR we have London Heathrow Aer Lingus Airbus. It's currently at 3,400 feet at 224 knots. Yeah, that will make a nice thumbnail. Aer Lingus A330, 21 minutes out. Just wait for our ATR to get a little bit closer. Brian, Casey, Raleigh and Plains, good morning. Thanks, Brian. Sucks you gotta work, but Happy New Year. We'll see you in the new year, hopefully. Hope you enjoyed tonight with the family and friends. So, for those of you who don't know, Brian from KC Raleigh and Plains, another streamer here from Dublin. I must say, between the streamers from here and some of the Manchester streams, we've built up some really good friendships. I've been over to Manchester a couple of times to stream, myself and Paul. Met with John from Drones and Planes. Definitely recommend checking out his streams. Be helpful if I zoomed in. So our Aer Lingus even, coming in from London Heathrow next. Delta screaming off. Outbound. Making that turn as soon as they lift off, so they're not flying over houses, noise pollution and all that. Somebody wants to keep an eye on the outbounds. If there's anything of interest, I will spin around and try and get it. Thanks, Kerker. So, guys, that's the link to Drones and Planes. John, absolute hell of a nice guy. And Vision Thing, Paul, just be with him occasionally as well. Another good guy. So, definitely worth following. Yeah, I don't know whether the microphone picked up with the screams of the engine on takeoff. So that Delta was off to Atlanta. Thanks, Len. So I think I'm going to have to come out here one of the days and trim the bush. Bush is starting to get a bit overgrown there. Actually wonder, is there any implications for me trimming the bush? I would imagine it's probably DAA's land. I'd need some bushwhacker to trim Ada's bush, I tell you. There's a horrible imagination I'm not going to get out of my mind. Thanks, Jilly. Do you mean the bush or Ado, Jilly? Oh dear. Bringing the tone down. I think the first officer gave us a wave. I think we've got Ryanair next in from Newcastle. And Fanny's your uncle, Kierke. Stick the hands in the pocket for a minute. I really can't get over how quiet the road is here today. Not that I'm complaining now, it's... So I think we have two Ryanairs first before the A330 from San Fran. Let me see, that's 7 minutes out. That's 5, yeah. So two Ryanairs. Get another outbound. Air France, it looks like. drum roll. Let's go on another stop or two. Should do it. You'll definitely need the camera for that, Jilly. Actually watched a video on YouTube last night of a couple, or not a couple, sorry, I shouldn't say that. A guy and his mum. They travelled on a luxury, kind of a specialised cruise going to Norway and up around the Arctic Circle. It was absolutely amazing. Did cost them 23 grand though, so definitely don't have that kind of money lying around. That Air France was off to Paris. Thanks, Len. Jilly, you'll definitely have to take pictures and share them with us. Yeah, I know the salty islands. You can get up onto that and you can actually, the puffins are just walking around your feet. They're that close. They don't seem to be bothered at all by humans. Yeah, no, they're certainly fascinating to watch. So one more Ryanair and then we have our Aer Lingus A330 in from San Fran. Kevin, morning. All the way from Florida. Thanks for dropping in to say hello. I'd imagine the temperature in Florida is a lot nicer than it is here. Patricia, good morning to you, my dear. So 767 pinging going outbound. Where is said aircraft? There. Oh, twofer. Is it a twofer? Yes, it is a twofer. We lock onto this one. Again, guys, if you haven't, please hit the like button if you haven't. And if you'd like to subscribe, please feel free. As I said, this will be the final stream of 2025. We'll be back with a bang in 2026. 34 degrees. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit? Kevin? Couldn't be 34 degrees Celsius, I would imagine, this time of year. Although you never know. Yes, the thing with nature is any little imbalance can cause a huge problem. Now I'm gonna stick with the A330. I think if it's cold enough, they will, Kierka. I did see a video where I think it was a sparrow got stuck to a rail, and the guy put his hand around it and kind of blew warm air at his feet, and eventually the bird became unstuck. So I'm sure if it is cold enough, they will stick to it. Emirates in 31 minutes, thanks. It's either going to be EK, oh sugar, sorry, EK 161 or 162. Nicely down. Blackbird. Sorry, this is Aviation Dean, not ornithology. Yeah, no, it's cool. The only animal I've rescued is a swan on one of the slip roads a couple of years ago. It obviously got hit by a car or something. And I had a blanket in the back of the car, so I kind of threw it over it and lifted it up. I couldn't get over the weight of the swan. It weighed a ton. So I just picked it up and put it in behind the barriers and called the ISPCA. Magnificent looking aircraft. Yeah, I was streaming here a couple of weeks ago and there was a baby rat running around. Now I'm on a pillar, so all flying objects. That's actually a fair point, Julie. Never thought of that. We certainly wouldn't. I'm envious, Jilly. I must say the hands now are starting to sting. Absolute buttery landing there. Ain't gonna come down to us. So Ryanair next, and that's followed by a Lufty coming in from Frankfurt. Sounds like my idea even of heaven, Jilly. No, a friend of mine 2 years ago went on a Canadian exhibition and she got some amazing pictures of bears and wolves. Yeah, but people are looking at me, Jilly. Where's Ado for a bit of body heat when you want them? Whoop, nearly fell off the pillar. Don't do that, Dean. Now I'm after losing the plane. Shite. Here we go. That's it. Slammed it on the ground zone. Just want to change something here. Drop that right down. Julie the Adventurer. Nice ring to it. Is our Lufty down from Frankfurt? Got the wave. Aer Lingus in from Manchester next. EI DVL. Thank you, Julie. 767 lining up. I can hear it rolling now. Just getting the gear going up. Oh, lost it. Where am I gone? Note to oneself, I need to get thermal gloves. I'll switch around now to get the United. Nice to see the gear retract. I need more than hand warmers, I tell you. That was me dropping the microphone. I hope it's still okay. So I think the microphone's okay. Sorry, I was trying to move it there and I dropped it. Again, guys, I know I keep banging on about it, but if you haven't already done so, please hit the like button. Nicely done. Absolute butter. I think this could be Flying Pigs, aka Pegasus. Three minutes out for our next one. Thanks, Len. Yeah, the first time I did see that, I think it was in Manchester I saw it, I thought it said Flying Pigs. I just missed that ATR. Sorry, Jelly. Leanne, how you doing? Hope you have a happy new year also. Thank God, Julia, I thought it was just me that saw that. Next arrival in view now. It's Ryanair coming in from London, and that's followed by an Aer Lingus coming in from Brussels. EIDEO, not to be mistaken for EIDUO, which is the Aer Lingus A330 in the older livery. Yes, there's a twofer. Even I can see that on the screen. Woohoo! We got a twofer. Emirates in 10 minutes. EK161. The Emirates is a Boeing 777-300ER. I think actually, is it Winroad that flies from here to Bergen? We've had it on the stream a few times, I think. One of the rescue vehicles. Winrow, yeah. So as I said, we've our A320 coming in from Brussels from Aer Lingus next. After this, Ryanair. Yeah, we got the wave. Unusual that Ryanair gives us a wave, but we'll take it. 2 waves. It's the little things, isn't it? So Aer Lingus in from Brussels. I must actually put a wave count on that the mods can hit exclamation mark 1, 2, 3, so on. Might look into that. Could be a bit of fun. So we've this 320 and then we've another Aer Lingus 321 XLR coming in from Paris, which is unusual. And then we have our wonderful Emirates coming in from Dubai. Len, absolutely don't feel obligated to call out the planes. Not a problem. I have flight radar open here, so that's probably what it is, Patricia. The Mankini is putting them off. Len, you'll have to ask Paul. I wonder will the camera pick this up. There's you see that twofer? I wonder, can you get thermal speedos? Twofer confirmed. It's weird, that second plane seems like it's a lot higher. So, that second plane there is our Emirates, and this is our XLR in from Charles de Gaulle. Thermal windproof Speedos. I can honestly say I've never owned a pair of Speedos in my life. I just think it's wrong on every level. People with Speedos just looks like they're smuggling grapes. So our XLR. Don't start with the nappies again, Kirk. Oh dear. Now I'm gonna actually stick with the Emirates, if you don't mind. Yeah, definitely prefer a mankini over Speedos. Could you imagine me in a pair of Speedos? You guys are sick. Just saying. So, Emirates EK161 departed Dubai just over 7 hours ago. Just landing here now. A flight I've been on many times. Not sure about that, Patricia. Not sure about that. Tina, that's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of it. Nose gear still up. Just touching down there now. I was just about to ask that, Chili. See, this is the only problem with this location. As I said, you can see the way the screen goes a bit darker because of the sunlight. Always better when the sun is behind. Doesn't affect the exposure. Will the Emirates give us a wave? Yay, we got the wave. Yeah, definitely we're going to have to look into a wave counter. Brian, take care. Enjoy the birthday. Enjoy the new year. we shall see you next year. There's Dub Crow. Look at flight radar, see what is next. Ryanair in from Kerry. 35-minute flight. Must be one of Ryanair's shortest flights, I would imagine. Hello. Got a wave by a truck. While I'm sitting still, I'm going to move my phone. God, my hands are that cold. Much better. Delta is pinging. Okie dokie, we'll keep an eye on that. Now there's an A350 going to be overhead, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it because of the cloud cover, which is a bit painful, but hey ho. Coffee, phone and mealworms. Robins love mealworms. I think all birds like mealworms, but robins especially. So Ryanair next. Then that's followed by another Ryanair in from Valencia, a 737-800 series, 15 years of age, registration EKP. That's our next two inbounds. I'm trying to see if there's anything of lots of aircraft overhead, but unfortunately with the clouds I can't see them, which is a bit of a pain. Dub Crow's got a bit of food. Come on, scoff that down my... Does he have a funny leg? It looks like he's an injured foot. Oh no, it's spread he has. Is that a jackdaw or was it a Karen crow? No, I think you're right, it is a jackdaw. Ryanair down, safe and sound. Yeah, I'd say they're probably Ireland's most common bird. Where's he gone? I think that's a jackdaw. Got the wave. Michael, I think you actually could be right now that you mention it. Pigeons are classed as vermin, so most things classed as vermin means there's absolutely shitloads of them. So hooded crow, okay, thanks Patricia. I know we've Karen crows, hooded crows, rooks, jackdaws. Where's that dude gone? Where am I gone? There he is. Highly intelligent crows are apparently. Actually, I must Google what the most common bird is in Ireland. I think Michael could be right. Probably is the pigeon. Could be a sparrow either. So the most common birds in Ireland, especially in gardens, consist including of the robin, the house sparrow, blackbird and blue tit. Huh. Wouldn't have thought that, but that's what our friend Mr. Google AI said, so who am I to argue? So we have this, and then we have an ATR 72-600 coming in from Liverpool. I wouldn't have thought so, Kierke. You don't really see a whole lot of them. Now I know they're very small, so and they tend to be in bushes. Seagulls too, yeah, it's... Where again are you, Kierka? You're in... Is it Cavan, or am I... Well, I'm not going to argue with Birdwatch Ireland. So, next in, as I said, an ATR 72-600 of Aer Lingus, operated by Emirates Airlines. It's EIHPK. And it's a 10-year-old ATR. And that's followed by an unusual plane that we don't see a lot here, an Embraer ERJ-14. And that's coming in from Aberdeen. Cavan, yes. Lovely spot. Done a lot of fishing in Virginia there years back. Spoiled with lakes. So we've this ATR, we have the Embraer from Loganair, and then we have an A320-200 series of SAS coming in from Copenhagen. They're the next 3 arrivals. There's Transavia taken off, that came in about an hour ago. Yeah, I know the lake, never fished it. Mainly the banks, Gilly, but I have been out in boats several times. When I go abroad, I tend to see if I can get out in a boat. Although when I go abroad now, I tend to scuba dive more than fish. Don't know whether you've seen I have a video on the channel there of me scuba diving in Malta last year. I had my GoPro 12 with me. Now, I wouldn't imagine this ATR is going to get down to us. Nope. Trying to dance around my tripod here. I'm like Twinkle Toes. So this is our Logan Air coming in from Aberdeen. Thanks, Patricia. LRA off to New York. So this is a rare-ish plane that you wouldn't see too often. Let's hope it gets all the way down to us. Not sure whether it will or not. So again, guys, I'm counting down the days. The 11th of January, I'm off to Birmingham. My first flight on an ATR. As most of you know, even though I'm aviation mad, I don't like being in the aircraft. So I'm bringing my GoPro and I'm going to film the experience. I'm sure you will probably see me cry. So that's one video to look out for. And I'm off to Porto in February. So I should be doing a video on that as well. I'm sure my wonderful girlfriend will be giving out to me. Put the camera away. There will definitely be F-bombs, Patricia, without a shadow of a doubt. Oh, come on, camera. Yeah, I think we've just about got the wave. No, I'm not going to love it. Definitely not. Although I definitely will have a few pints of hino before I get on board. Wave confirmed. So I think there must be 7 or 8 waves maybe during the stream. So SAS in from Copenhagen. 8-year-old aircraft. Again, guys, don't forget, Dubjet Aviation is due 1 PM, just after me, to continue the live try that again in English, aviation action from Dublin Airport. I definitely wouldn't make a newsreader. There we go, double wave. Chili, you're a brave woman. Looks like we've a bit of a lull now on incoming aircraft. I know, Jan, my girlfriend was on a Dash 8. She had to go away to Luxembourg on a work trip. She said it was a noisy little fecker. Look at this little waddler as we're Delta taxiing, 3:30. Roger, roger. I wasn't with her, so it was the plane, but when I am with her, she means me. Oh, it's officially cold now. The nose is starting to stream. Hammy, all the way from Lagos in Nigeria. How you doing? Good to have you along. Just waiting for the Delta on the opposite runway. So we've over 90 people watching now. I'd absolutely be delighted if you hit the like and subscribe button. Help support the channel. I think Delta is coming. I can hear something. Nope, but we've a Ryanair. So the 330's lined up. Thanks, Kierka. I should be able to hear the Delta when it's on the roll. Rolling. Switch back around. I can hear her now. So again, on takeoff, taking a right-hand turn to avoid the houses and evade noise pollution. That was a steep one, yeah. So this is Aer Lingus A220 coming in from Frankfurt. Reg EI DEP. Matt, morning to you. And then we have another Aer Lingus after this coming in from Geneva. They're our next two inbounds. I'm going to zip up the coat again. My hands are that cold, I can't even zip it up. Oh, it's better. So just checking battery levels. 76. Yeah, we're looking good on batteries. So running off 4 power banks today. Again, guys, let me know if the picture is okay, if it's not too dark, not too bright. It should stay relatively the same now because the sun has gone in, so no, I didn't bring the flask today, Patricia. I thought about it and I went, nah, and I'm absolutely raging, to be honest with you, because I would give my left nut for a warm coffee now. Carcass's picture's good, excellent. Yeah, if somebody had one of them little coffee, what do you call them? Coffee shack, they would absolutely clean up. Should be a twofer there somewhere. So this is our second Aer Lingus, followed by a Ryanair Max 8 coming in from London Gatwick. This Aer Lingus in shot here is coming in from Geneva, EINSF. Love the emojis, Patricia. 2 for confirmed. Although there's an apple green garage about 5 minutes away from here that I pass on the way home, so I shall be getting a rather large mug of coffee. Nicely done. Ooh, retro. Oh, Garrett, you're putting an idea in my head. There's Tess. Hey, Tess. Yeah, we got the wave. Again, yeah, Tess and everybody, yeah. Hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve and ring in 2026. So, Boop, aka, oh god, that was a bouncy. Definitely a bounce on the land there from the Ryanair. Little bit of column A and column B, Julie. As far as waves go, Ryanair are probably the least waviest, if that's a word. The least likely to wave, maybe that might be a little bit better. Still think KLM are by far the waviest. We've had them open the window and hang their heads out and wave to us in the past. There's another bit of a bouncy one. So next after this, we have a Neo of Swiss coming in from Zurich. Definitely a fart, says yeah. I know, when you're inching down now, it's like missing a leg, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's a wave for a thumbs up. Yeah. I take it back, Ryanair. I take it back. So next up, we've a brand new Airbus A321 coming in from Zurich, Swiss Air. The newer planes as well, the lights are more of a brilliant white colour, opposed to the older aircraft having kind of a yellowy tinge to them. And then after the Swiss we have our retro. Not sure if Ado's here to see it. So I flew on the retro when it was brand new to Manchester many moons ago. And yes, it did have that new aircraft smell. So retro's coming in from Madrid, EIDVM. God, it's 14 years. It's twofer. So the twofer is retro. You can see it making a 180-degree turn now on finals. Just comes in past Hoth and then takes a 180 left degree onto finals. Kierkegaard says that 787 is pinging, heading off to Philadelphia. Tess, you did. Retro is next after this. It's on finals. And 3 minutes out, we have a 330 of Aer Lingus coming in from Chicago. See if these crew will give us a wave. Yeah, we got the wave. Get ready. Mods with the exclamation mark. Boop. Retro's coming. It's definitely a nice friendly wave by the Swiss crew. So we've retro next, and then we're followed by EIDAA, 24-year-old aircraft, which I believe is the oldest in the Aer Lingus fleet, coming in from Chicago. We're gonna check in with retro. Must say, probably one of the nicest retro liveries on this aircraft.
It's retro! Boop, that's Newt.
Kierkegaard's gone and done it. You gotta love the cute button nose on this aircraft. And she's down. Now, come all the way down to us. Don't stop in Sierra 4. Look at that cute nose. Oh. Do you call planes him or hers? Divine, virtuous. Yes, Matt, you're right. Look at that little nose. Now, can we get a wave and make our day? Right, flight deck, let's be having it. Give us a New Year's Eve wave. Yay! Double wave. Thank you, Captain and First Officer. There you go, guys, our beloved retro. And then to our 330. Aer Lingus in from Chicago. Usually a her. Yeah, I thought so. Jilly, it's a her, not a he. It's a he to you. Right, we'll give you that one, Jilly. So they're all hers apart from retro. That's a he. Whatever he or she is, we love them. So this is the older of the Aer Lingus liveries. I'm not a fan. I think it makes the aircraft look older than they actually are, although that is the oldest aircraft in the fleet, I believe, if not the second, but yeah, I would call the 380 the king of the skies, 747 the queen of the skies. No wave. It's just a green colour. I just think it's absolutely musgusting. Yeah, we've always named our cars as she as well. I don't know what it is. So 4 minutes out for our next inbound. A max 8 of Ryanair coming in from Berlin. Just dropping below 4,000 feet now at 213 knots. It's a 3-year-old aircraft. I agree, Tess. I think retro holds a little special place in most people's heart. TD, you're absolutely right. Oh, yeah, the kids still say to me now. I don't get the whole, I'm not going to get into a debate about it, but they, them. At the dinner table frequently I keep getting, you can't say that. I just said it. Suppose you have to be somewhat PC nowadays. Anyway, Dee Dee, good to see you. Welcome along. Sarah Jane. you just miss retro. If you probably scroll back a couple of minutes, you'll get it. It's back out yet at 2:10. Paul will be here from 1, I think. I think he has it scheduled. If someone wants to let me know. He might be able to get it. If he's here in the pillars, he'll probably get it going outbound. Oh, every day's a school day. Every day's a learning day, Kierka. So our Ryanair from Berlin, I can just see it just about in sight now. Brrr. Thanks, Julie. So, Dubjet Aviation scheduled for 1 p.m. If somebody would like to put the link in the chat, that would be awesome. Very good point, Patricia. It was good enough for the Queen. Good enough for us. That's it, the QE2 and all them, yeah. They used to say all that sail in her. This is our Ryanair. I think there's a bit of a lull after this. So, right hand side of your screen, guys. A couple of fellow streamers, definitely worth taking note of. AA787 rolling. Roger Dodger. I'm trying to dance around this pillar without snotting myself. Every time you say rolling, it makes me think of that song. Oh, look, plane up there somewhere. Where is it? Where are you, plane? I can't see you. There's a plane up there somewhere, but I can't get to it. But we can get this one. It's so hard to see on the screen. There was another aircraft there. I'm not even going to bother. Really need to get the monitor out on top of the camera. Just the screen's a lot bigger. I can see better. But Kjerke, thank you for the 787 rolling. You keep me rolling. I've fallen off my car, Sarah. I was on the bonnet of my car. John says, all the fucking best for 2016 and family. John, thanks so much. Same to you. And to Josh and your better half. I've been mentioning you several times throughout the stream. Awesome content from my favourite Mancunian streamer. Again, John, thanks a million for your continued support. Apologies, F-bomb was deployed, but it wouldn't be a Dean stream if there wasn't the odd F-bomb. Patricia, thank you so much. David Pollock, got the membership. I hope you're not on the Vino de Blanco, John. A little bit early. Oh, it's not really, it's 12:10. But again, John, thanks a million. I'm planning a trip over to Manchester for 2026, so I'll give you a text, let you know, see if we can meet up. And again, open invitation if you ever want to come over to Dublin and stream, John. By all means, more than happy to look after you over here. Right, so nothing really on the inbounds at the moment. Let me have a look at what's going out. Do, 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 do. 2 minutes out, we have Aer Lingus A320 EIDEH, and that's coming in from Zurich. That's our next inbound. Patricia, thank you so much, my dear. 16 months. Again, guys, listen, thanks to everybody for all the support in 2025. It really is amazing. I think when I started this channel, probably last year maybe, with 1 or 2 subscribers, and to build it to this level in a year, it really does humble me. So thank you all so much. Yeah, David Pollock got the membership. I'm surprised our Northern crew aren't on. So we're just waiting for our Airbus A320 of Aer Lingus coming in from Zurich. Departed just under 2 hours ago. John says it's never... John, I take it you're not in England. You must be over in South Africa with your beloved. I'm just hazarding a guess there. Again, Happy New Year to Josh and her. Tricia, thanks a million. Same to you. Hope you have a great evening. Give Helen all my love also. No doubt we'll catch up again and see you soon in 2026. They're shopping. How dare them? Anyway, I'm sure I'll catch up with them on Paul's stream. So this is our, I was going to say Erlingi. What did we call a plural of Erlingus yesterday? I think it was Erlingi, was it? So John's in SA, South Africa. John, thanks a million, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your vacation in South Africa. So we've this, and then we've a Ryanair. Erlingi. Love it. Oh God, I'm such a child. Erlinguini. God, we could have so much fun with this. I really should act my age and not my shoe size. So, coming up into the final 45 minutes or so of this stream, my final stream for 2025. Lots of plans in the making for 2026, so stay tuned. Any trips I do abroad, I will obviously video them. Again, if you haven't seen, I have 2 videos in the channel of my trip to Dubai. I think it's broken into 2 parts. So if you want to see some of the wonderful sights in Dubai, check it out. So EIDCJ. Sorry, wrong one. DCJ is the Ryanair after this. Alright guys, give us a wave. Yeah, we got the wave. Double wave. Thanks, Kerka. So guys, that's John from Drones and Planes, a regular streamer from Manchester Airport. Also, Paul Vision Thing joins him from time to time, so definitely worth checking him out. Amazing content. It's amazing. I always wonder sometimes, there's some, I'm not going to mention names obviously, but some aviation YouTube channels that won't even allow you to mention other streamers. I know myself and a lot of other streamers do mention and plug and like to help out other aviation channels, which I think it's what it's all about, because it is a community at the end of the day. We don't do it to make money or make a living out of it. We do it for the love of aviation, and I do get that some of the bigger channels do It is a business and livelihood to them, but I think if people follow you, they're not going to stop watching you because you name another channel, but that's just my opinion, which doesn't account for anything really. God, I'm salivating over having a coffee. So our Ryanair just coming below 2,200 feet at 173 knots in from Milan. 21-year-old Boeing 737. I do believe that is the oldest in the Ryanair fleet. As I've said several times, Ryanair do have the youngest European aviation fleet. Yeah, no, I've heard of that dot, which I think is scandalous, but look, I suppose each to their own. It is their channel, but me for one would absolutely help anybody out starting out, like Paul did to me and Adrian when we started out streaming. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Paul from Dubjet. The support he's shown over the year has been amazing, and a really, really good guy, and I'm happy to call him my friend. He mightn't think that, but I'm sure I've annoyed him several times texting and calling them for tech support, but a lot of us in the community have become very close, and we've met several times. Now, there is an aircraft here somewhere. There we be. Yeah, no, Dad, I have heard of that. Dublin Aviation 23. Is it diverting to Dublin? I'll have to check that out. Yeah, look, as I said, each to their own, but for me, it's a hobby, it's a community. It's not just about the planes, it's about chatting to people, it's about having a bit of fun. As I said, I've met John personally from Drones and Planes. I've met Patricia, Helen, Ruby. We've met in person, so Adrian, you had to do it. You had to do it. I'm absolutely starving here. I feel like my belly feels like my throat's been cut, and you're talking about prawn and lobster bisque. Ado, I'm sure I'll catch up with you later, but if not, mate, Happy New Year to yourself, Nora, Michael and Neve. I'm not sure whether Michael's back from Spain, but I hope you enjoy this evening. You have plenty of Vina de Blanco. So our next plane is a divert, I think. Yeah, Turkish Airlines, a 787 Dreamliner. I wonder why it's diverting. I don't see any rescue vehicles or anything, so I hope everything's okay. I'm actually going to just cut straight to that. If anybody has any info on it, please share. Absolutely, Kerka. So this Turkish Airlines, a 787 Dreamliner, departed from Istanbul on its way to Dallas and is now diverted here to Dublin. No news yet, but there is no rescue vehicles or anything, so I'm not sure. Is it a medical emergency or a technical emergency? Unusual to get a Turkish Dreamliner there. It's just after coming up now on flight radar, diverting to Dublin. If I hear of any news before the stream ends, I will bring it to you. Still no rescue vehicles. Let's hope everything is okay with all on board. Ryanair from Porto, followed by Ryanair from Milan. Could happen, Jilly, you never know. So I'm not sure whether Paul is going to stream from this location. If he is, I'm sure he'll be arriving shortly. Dub Crow photo bombing. John, take care again. Talk to you soon, my friend. Enjoy South Africa. Grumpy. Medical emergency for the Turkish. And we got the wave. So a possible medical emergency for the Turkish Dreamliner. that just landed. Took off from Istanbul heading to Dallas. An Aer Lingus truck just giving me a beep and a thumbs up. Thanks for the info, Grumpy. Frank, how you doing? Now, I'm not sure if the camera's going to get this, but we'll have a go with it. That's just too far away. Whoop! Jeez, nearly fell off the pillars again. I was half thinking of putting ratchet straps around the pillars and driving and seeing if I can pull two of them together. So Frank's in Derry. Hope you have a great evening this evening. New Year's Eve. So let's hope if there was a medical emergency on the Turkish that everything's okay. It's okay out of it. Thick skull. Now, will that pick up the tree for? Maybe not. So we've a Vueling, a KLM and a Qatar incoming. KLM is not a Wookiee, unfortunately. And then our regular 787-9 Dreamliner coming in from Doha. Still yet to get a wave from to Qatar. I don't think we've ever had a wave. Okay, thanks, Grumpy. So the latest is was heard on ATC of a medical emergency and an ambulance requested to meet them at the gate. So here's Ruby's Yellow Sox Vueling. There we got the wave. Airbus A320 Neo. Next up, 737 of KLM. And that's followed then by our Dreamliner in from Qatar. Sorry, from Doha. Qatar. So guys, coming into the last 30 minutes. I will miss you, but by God, am I looking forward to warming up. It's that cold. If I had my mankini on, I could cut glass. Bloody, thanks a million. Appreciate it. Same to you. Now, KLM are usually extremely good for a wave, so... Again, Bleddy, same to you. Thanks a million. Double wave. Paddy Spain, we were just speaking about you yesterday on the stream. We thought you'd vanished. It's great to see you. Wishing you all the best for 2026. Great to see you. Frank gets an oldie but a goodie. Happy dabby doo. So, Qatar in from Doha, Dreamliner. So I'm going to wave frantically even at the crew here and see. Oh, is Tom in Spain different than Tommy Spain? Oh, okay, never knew. Disregard what I said, so right, come on, let's be having the wave. You know you want it. Come on. Come on. Give us the wave. Paul from Dubjet just arrived. No, my autofocus shot itself. I can't believe that my autofocus just had a complete meltdown. I was waving like a madman. Morning, Paulicus. Oh, stop. Oh, you legend. Here. And chocolate, and sugar, and stirrers. Paul has just delivered coffee and I'm going to absolutely murder it. I hope you brought the thermals. Paul, okay. It's not what Ruth said. Oh, it's quick. Ooh. Right, I'm just going to park this here for a minute because I want to put my sugar in my coffee. Oh, that is pure heaven. Don't eat the stirrers. No, he got me a whisper, I think, as well.
Was careless about it.
Okay, coffee in hand. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Right. Back to planes. Where is that twofer? So next up, Vueling, coming in from Barcelona. So Paul is like an onion. I think he's about 7 layers on.
I like to do it though, isn't it? You know, those of us that actually spend a bit of time stood here know what it's like to be here for extended periods.
This is one of my longest streams, I'll have you know.
I was going to say, who are you and what have you done?
And I
with me?
streamed yesterday.
3 days out of 4.
I know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I've
Ball
been
hit your head?
no, I've been divorced, so Caroline. So Paul is here, Dubjet Aviation, just setting up, ready to go for 1 p.m. I know, Sarah. Dub Crow.
Reverse amnesia. Remembered where the airport was. Huh?
I wouldn't know about that Kerka, to be honest with you. Usual livery for the Vueling. I've never seen that before. We had a Turkish Emirates, or geez, I'll try that again in English. Turkish divert.
Oh yeah?
Medical emergency, Dreamliner. That pillar's a bit wobbly, so just mind it. Although he mightn't be heavy enough to move it. So this airlink is in from Munich. Oh, there's Paul's knees gone.
What?
Knee.
Could you imagine?
Sarah Jane says maybe you'll be nice to me for your New Year's resolution.
No, that's not happening.
Not happening, he said. Not a chance. XLR in from London Heathrow. EI LRE. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Well, Paul must be Tweedledum and I'm Tweedledee. Dumb, dumber and dumbest. Did you bring a picnic, Paul? No.
This is what it looks like when someone has a list.
This is what it looks like when someone has a list.
Yeah, we got the wave. At least I don't need a step ladder to get onto the pillar. Ooh. Smoky touchdown there. Dubjet Aviation sticker on said lens. Nice. Mine's not big enough.
The sticker or the lens?
The lens.
You have to have stickers too.
I only got 3 stickers. Ruby. That big black thing in the middle of the screen is Paul's lens.
Sorry, better? What are you doing with that pillar?
Huh? I don't know.
That's the low one, isn't it? The fence line getting in your way?
No. I have the tripod up higher than usual. So this is Buzz, operated by Ryanair.
You're going to be here tomorrow as well, are you?
No, that's it now. It's the last stream of the year for me. Yep. Well, considering it's the 31st. So after this we have a Dash 8 coming in from Luxembourg. Bzz. Where is said Dash 8? Where are you? There.
Where do you need that?
Which? No, you're alright.
Sure.
Yeah. You may be laughing now, Ruby, and I'm after. A 2-for, it's actually a 3-for because Paul's in there as well. Now, sun has come up, so we can. Now we go to.
Won't be typical as soon as I said, although it's going to disappear fair quick. Look at that.
Oof. Looks like something out of End of Days. I'll turn around and get that now in a second.
It's going to rain, I'm just not going on. You can stay.
I'm going to thaw out. Dash 8. That's not going to come down here. So I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick this up. There's a big band of.
I love the sound of these as they turn off and they turn off one engine.
Is it coming down to us?
It is, yeah.
Oh, it is too. So, dash 8. Carlan, the same to you.
Wait for it. Wait for the one shutdown. Cheer.
Got the dashy. That's what a professional streamer looks like.
One shutdown.
Unlike, I'm just a hobbyist. So Ryanair next in from Vienna, followed by an ATR 72-600 in from Edinburgh. Yeah, I agree. It's an odd looking plane, the Dash 8s are.
Daddy Longleg ATR.
They're smaller than ATR, are they?
They're the same.
Are they? They look smaller. I think it's because of the daddy long legs makes it. Sorry, I had the microphone on the front of the camera. So next plane will be our last. It's an ATR. If somebody again wants to drop the link to Paul's stream in, he shall be starting fairly shortly. Big thanks. A big thanks to everybody who joined me here today. Thanks to everybody who gifted, subscribed, all that other sort of good stuff. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Again, thanks to everybody for all the support during the year. Ado says my camera likes your long lens. I think mine is bigger though.
We'll have to check the CCTV at the Carlton Hotel for that, won't we?
Stranger things have happened, Paul. So again, guys, last aircraft. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve. I agree, Kerka. Seemed very inconsiderate to set up there. we freak Paul out now and we'll just zoom in on him.
How have you found the new system? Good, yeah?
Since I have it up and running properly, there's no hiccups whatsoever.
And I know you got one glitch the last day when you were over the far side, but I think you hit the cable, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have it.
I thought you'd be watching around.
No, I know that. Look. I don't even need a high-powered power bank for a run off any power bank.
Yeah, once it's given
5 amps.
Yeah. But do you notice how much slower the wear down is on the power bank as well, how much you have left? That means you can go for longer than, you know that, don't you?
On that note, guys, listen, thanks a million. Enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve, and we'll chat to you in 2026. Thanks again to our wonderful mods. So, Paul, Dubjet Aviation will be on imminently. Take care.